What are you doing, Rain? There we go. Ta-da! What'd you do? You made an angel all by yourself? Loving it. Okay, so it's about, let me check it, 6:54. It's the 10th, and I've been having some super mild contractions, like super mild, for a couple hours now. Nothing crazy. I can just tell that they're different because they're kind of wrapping around in my back rather than just being like period cramps. But things might be starting, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully. God, I hope. But I will keep updating. Hello. So I think the last time I updated was yesterday, and I was just starting to have some contractions. I think I had them for a couple hours, and they never really got intense. I waited all night. We went to bed at a normal time, and I just figured that I would get woke up at some point in the middle of the night with them being intense. But they just were like really dull, cramping, wrapping around my back almost constantly all night. They never gotten any worse, and they've really not gotten any worse today. I've had a few more like distinct contractions today, but that's really it. So I'm going to do a few more labor inducing things. I've been kind of working on it throughout the day. I did a lot of bouncing on my ball. I did a little walking, and I did like the curb walking. I'll insert a clip, but we don't have a curb because we live in the country. So I walked on my husband's power poles that he brings home from work. So I walked on those, and then I put some clary sage on my belly, and that actually seems to really like intensify any kind of contractions I'm having. It really makes them more intense. So I think I'll wait until I start having kind of regular contractions again, and then anytime I do, I'll just put clary sage and see if it kind of kicks it into overdrive. The girls are being crazy. But we just ran to Walmart, and I picked up apples. So I'm going to do another smoothie, or 2 smoothies really. It's massive. But I do 2 full pineapples, and then a can of Coco Lopez, a little bit of Greek yogurt to kind of like help cut the tartness of the pineapple, and just a little bit of ice. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to focus on trying to drink that. I did it last week, the same kind of deal, and I did it over 2 days because I started too late in the day. I started way late at night trying to drink it all, and I got really full. So yeah, because 2 pineapples are a lot. But I mean, in order for the pineapple to work, you kind of have to like eat like 2 entire pineapples, the core and everything. So we'll see. I don't think I have updated on like how far dilated I am. Cody and I went to my midwife appointment last Friday. So that was today's Monday. Saturday, Sunday, 3 days ago. I can't math right now. 3 days ago, and I was 1.5 centimeters dilated and 80% effaced, which is good. I'm excited about that. And she said she could feel his head, so he's really low. So we'll see. We'll see if the pineapple helps, and if any of these other things will help get things going. I'm 39 weeks and 1 day today, and I'm ready. So I will keep updating. Bon appetit. Hello. Got another update. Nothing's happening. I'm still pregnant. It is, what's today? Wednesday the 13th. And I am running to the chiropractor because I am going to just try everything here. Clearly still pregnant. Not much in the way of contractions. But I've just been crampy. And my Braxton Hicks honestly have kind of like stalled out a little bit. I haven't been having near as many as I've had my entire pregnancy. So don't know really what that's about. Maybe if my body's just resting before it goes into labor. I don't know. But my husband has some sort of a work thing tomorrow that we did not prepare for because we thought we'd have a baby by now. So I know it's probably not like the best reason to want to get things going, but it is a reason. And so I'm gonna like exhaust all my options today and see if we can get some things going. I know that if he's not ready, if baby boy is not ready, then he's not gonna come after I do any of these things. So I'm gonna go to the chiropractor, and then after my husband gets off work, I am really wrestling with this Midwives Brew idea. I've had all the ingredients because I bought them a couple weeks ago just to be prepared, because you can't get any of the ingredients in any of the stores around us. So I had to like pick them up specially and order them and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to have them and be prepared. And now they are just like staring at me from the countertop. They're just looking at me, daring me to take them. So I don't know. We'll see if I take this Midwives Brew. I will of course check with my midwife, but I don't know. I trust my body, and I know my body will go into labor whenever it's ready. But I'm very sick of being pregnant. I am just, I don't know. I'm to the point to where I am so tired that I haven't really had the energy to maintain my house how I want it and how I expect it to look and smell and everything for a home birth, which is what we're having. We're having a home birth. And so, I don't know. I'm in this weird limbo where I am ready to have a baby and ready to be in this next stage of our lives, ready to move on from being pregnant to having our son with us. But also we've got, I don't know, I'm just so tired that I haven't been able to keep things how I want them, and I'm to the point to where I don't even care. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully maybe this chiropractor appointment will get some things going. Who knows? I will keep updating. Okay, so chiropractor appointment went good. Got my, this probably looks all kinds of crazy. I've got my little rice sack thing. I've got a bit of a headache, and I kind of do every day. But so I've got all adjusted, and now the girls are napping, and I'm gonna go for a walk. I usually just walk in our side yard, like laps around it, and then I do the, whatever this is, do the curb walking along that after I get a good couple laps in, and I'm feeling baby's head pretty low. So we will see where this takes me. I thought about jumping on the trampoline yesterday, but I knew I would just pee myself and it probably wouldn't do anything. So here goes the walking. 39 weeks and 3 days? Yeah, 3 days, because I'm 4 days away from my due date. So, oh my goodness, I'm ready. This baby's gonna come. He's gonna come when he's ready, but he's ready soon. I can feel it. So I will keep updating. Okay, another update. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. Maybe around 3. I just felt him drop. I don't remember feeling this with my 2 girls, but I'm assuming that's what it is, because I had started feeling some like sharp shooting pains down in the cervical region. And then all of a sudden it was just like a whoom. And it was like a sharp shooting pain along with, I don't know, I think wherever his head is, it's like pushing on a nerve. And so it's like shooting straight to my hip bone too. But I definitely felt something kind of intense. So the longer I stay on my feet, the more intensely I feel it. So I'm just going to kind of wander around the house and pick things up and try and see if, there it goes again. It's not contractions. I mean, my belly is feeling tight, but not any contractions. It's just like shooting pains. So, let's see. What are you doing? Whoop! Face plant. Oh my gosh. Are we walking? Are you following me? You see a bird? It's 4:38. I had contractions last night till about 12:30, and I made myself go to sleep. They got not intense, but they got to where I was definitely feeling them. Sorry, I'm bouncing. I'm rolling on my ball. But they got to where I was definitely noticing a start and a finish, and I was kind of breathing through them a little bit as I laid down. But my midwife told me to just try and see if I could go to sleep, and if they tapered off and let me go to sleep, that would be great. If they weren't strong enough to keep me up, that would be great. So I made myself go to sleep, and I fell asleep finally at like 12:30. 12:30-ish. That's the last contraction I timed. But here we are. Cody just got up to go work out. I sent him because I said it would be okay, but I told him not to go to work though. So we'll see what happens. I'm feeling pretty crampy since I woke up. I don't think it'll be too tough to get these contractions back going again, considering I feel like my belly's just like in kind of a mild contraction state as it is. But I will keep updating. Hello. Oh gosh, I look crazy. It is now, my watch would work, 7 o'clock, 7 in the morning on the 14th. My contractions haven't really, whatever. Contractions haven't really picked back up since last night when I fell asleep at 12:30. And the girls are still with their grandparents, or with my in-laws. And Cody went to go work out, and since things weren't picking up, he went ahead and went to work. So I'm alone here at the house looking at these ingredients for the Midwives Brew. And I'm thinking, since I haven't eaten anything yet, and you have to take it on an empty stomach, gosh, sorry, I was busy getting this double chin gone. But since you have to take it on an empty stomach, and since I haven't eaten anything yet today, I think I might mix it up and then take it and then go do my grocery shopping real fast, because I only grocery shop every 2 weeks, and today's my grocery shopping day. Just happened to fall today. So I'm gonna go maybe walk around and get my grocery shopping done and see if that'll kick things into gear. My parents and siblings have to come from like 4 hours away ish, and so I'm really trying to get everybody to where they could be here, time things right. I don't know if this Midwives brew will work or not. It will only work if my body's ready. I just don't want to screw things up. So, well, here's what I've got. Okay, so I've got 10 ounces of lemon verbena tea, and I let it steep overnight, so it looks like it's like really super strong. Maybe not as bad off the stovetop, but so I've got 10 ounces of that, and then you're supposed to have apricot nectar, but I could not find any anywhere, and so I'm using mango, and then 2 tablespoons of castor oil and 2 tablespoons of almond butter. And the almond butter is supposed to like coat your stomach and keep the negative effects of the castor oil away. So I think I'm gonna mix that up real quick and then decide if I want to drink it. I spoke to my midwife about it like weeks ago. I think I was like 37 weeks, just to kind of see what her opinion was, because I had already bought the ingredients. I wasn't planning on taking it then, but like I said in one of my previous clips, I think it takes not a lot of these ingredients are available around where we live because we're in a rural area. So I just wanted to have them on hand just in case I needed them, or needed them. There's my sink full of dirty dishes. I probably should get that done before I take this. But so I'm gonna mix it up and then decide if I want to take it, and then go do some grocery shopping while I have no children with me, and maybe do some cleaning, and just kind of keep everybody updated. I feel a lot of like pressure and stuff, but these contractions, they haven't come back, and they ramped up. They got consistent. We went for a walk yesterday at around 4:40, just in our side yard. I put a clip in of it, and I did some more curb walking and just some running around out in the yard playing with the kids. And they started then at around 4:40, and they didn't stop until I went to sleep. But they got more intense around 10:30. After some adult time happened, they got pretty intense. So I know that that's the main thing that's gonna work, is what got the baby in will get him out. But that hasn't really helped anything until yesterday. So I know until yesterday he wasn't really ready to come out. But it's an option right now because Cody's at work. So I'm gonna start mixing this up and stop blabbering and maybe go put some makeup on and make me look a little less like a, I don't know, sickly. Okay, so I will mix that up and get back. It is. Well, here we go. Okay, I'm back. I haven't drank it yet. I got kind of chicken. Actually, not necessarily chicken. I just got distracted. I started tidying downstairs, picking up all the girls' toys, and then I vacuumed, and then I shampooed the couch, which is something I've been wanting to get done for a while, and I just haven't been able to because there have been children playing on it. So I've got this going now. I am going to drink it and then put some makeup on and maybe straighten my hair and then go to the grocery store. So here we go. See how this tastes. It smells like almond butter. It's actually not that bad. Cody just sent me a text. He says, "For the love of God, please go into labor." I'm doing what I can. Oh, the time is 7:45 in the morning. Yeah, I think I can do that pretty easily. I think the trick is to make sure it's good and cold. Make sure you have the tea brewed up and cooled off before you like mix it all together. Because I think if it's like warm and then you try and put it over ice and then like the water melts down into it, it just makes it more and gross. But if it's really cold, I set it in the fridge for about 20 minutes while I did the vacuuming and shampooing and stuff. And yeah, it's actually really not that bad. the trick might be putting the straw pretty far back in your mouth and just chugging it. So let's see how this goes. We go.
I don't believe a word you say. This kind of love is never ever lasting.
These things just never goes my way. My foolish heart is never resting.
This is something that is hard to find. I just can't get you out of my mind.
So I don't know if I made it right because I think it was actually kind of tasty. Or I'm just starving because I've been up for 4 hours now and I haven't eaten anything yet because I've been trying to keep my stomach empty in case I decided to drink this. And so that could be part of it too. The almond butter really was just like, I'm so hungry, just feed me. So I'm going to put some makeup on and then go to the grocery store unless like something crazy happens and I go into crazy active labor before then. So it's 7:51 now. So I finished it, 7:52. I finished it in like 6-7 minutes. It's really not that bad. As long as it's cold. Highly recommend the taste wise. Like it's really not that bad unless you're just kind of a wiener when it comes to drinking stuff. No offense. Sorry, guys. But I'm going to finish this makeup and then I will update again later. Okay, so 7 minutes after I finished the Midwives Brew, I'm having my first contraction. It's still super, super mild. Obviously, I can talk through it. But yeah, 7-8 minutes past finishing the Midwives Brew. Not sure if it's just a Braxton Hicks from squirming around, but it's getting a little crampy. Yeah, so the first contraction since taking the Midwives Brew. Here we go. Okay, well, I haven't updated in a little bit. What time is it? Can't see what time it is. 10:30. So I'm in the car. I went to Walmart. I'm having a contraction. Went to Walmart, walked around for a few hours, trying to will these contractions to start coming. And they are. The past about 30 minutes, they've been about 4 minutes apart, which is awesome. Before that, they were kind of inconsistent. About like between 3 and 10 minutes apart, kind of bouncing all over the place. But then I called my mom and then talked to her on the phone for like 20 minutes. And ever since I called her, the contractions have been consistently about 4 minutes apart. They're moving on from just noticeable to being a little uncomfortable. Obviously, I can still talk through them. But I'm excited. Things are happening, I think. So I'm going to take in the groceries that I got and then maybe go inside and mop the floor. Cody is on his way home from work. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Just kind of wander around the house and see if this labor will keep going. I'll keep updating. Okay, so it is now 2:07 and I've been having my contractions are still coming. My mom and my sisters are all here, so they have been helping us get everything set up, just kind of hanging out and taking things slow. They're still really, really easily manageable. I'm not really timing them, but so we'll see where things go from here.
You're fucking Christ. Lord Jesus Christ, man. Come on, stay. Shit.
Okay, so update. I look like garbage. It is the next day at 11:09, so it's the 15th, and I am still pregnant. The Midwives Brew did not work for me. I had contractions just about all day, and at one point they even ramped up to about 2 minutes apart and a minute long. and they were getting where I was having to relax through them, but they stopped. So not real labor. I'm feeling nothing now. He wants to stay. Yet another still pregnant update. Today is the 16th, Saturday the 16th at 10:19. My mom and my sisters just went to go home and grab more clothes and up on any kind of medications that they needed to, because they only packed for like 3 days. And they have stayed. And there has been no baby. So they just left, and like the second that they left, the contractions I've been having all morning that have been super mild, they kind of picked back up a little bit. So I think I have just been, I don't know, not mentally there while my sisters and my mom were here. It's been super nice getting to like hang out and chill and spend time with them and visit and stuff. But I guess my body is just like, I need to be alone maybe for this to happen. So I'm gonna hop in the shower and maybe things will pick up today. I don't know. Due date is tomorrow. But it's been since today's Saturday. It's been since Thursday. Well, no, Wednesday night. I started having contractions Wednesday night, or afternoon really, after I went to the chiropractor. And then my mother-in-law came and picked up the girls because we thought things might happen that night. And just off and on contractions since then. So hopefully maybe sometime these will pick up. If not, I'm just planning on resting the rest of the day, getting showered, getting the house tidied and keeping it that way, and just hanging out with the girls and Cody. So we will keep updating.